Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including the death of DVDs. Redbox's parent company has declared bankruptcy. Is this a bad omen for the future of DVDs? We'll tell you what's happening. A new free over-the-air TV channel is launching today. We'll tell you whether that is. And Paramount has deleted most of its free content from its websites as it tries to promote Paramount Plus. These stories and a whole lot more coming real soon. First though, if you want to find links to anything I talk about today, you can find them in the first pinned comment in the show notes. You can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. With that said, let's dive into the stories today. Starting off with Redbox's parent company, Chicken Soup for the Soul, has filed for bankruptcy. This comes after we learned it's not been paying some of its bills, including a $4+ million payment to NBC Universal for content rights. That was part of an earlier court order payment plan. Employees haven't been paid, bonuses have stopped, some health benefits have stopped, and now the company, according to a report from Deadline, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. With this, they hope to get a short-term loan through the bankruptcy loan programs out there to pay their employees. They hope to pay employees this week, they say, according to the report. But overall, this is kind of a bigger trend here. For one, Redbox was bought a few years ago by Chicken Soup for the Soul. They absorbed a lot of debt in doing that. They have had some success in streaming. Owners of Crackle for some time now after buying that from Sony. Of course, they have their own Chicken Soup streaming service for family-friendly content. And they moved to do the similar models with Redbox. They use the Redbox name. Well, a few things. For all the love we talk about DVDs, and I know a lot of people still use them. I'm gonna get messages and comments saying I use DVDs. Most people don't. Let's just be honest. There's a reason why many stores, are walking away from Target. It's no longer having their DVD sections be year-round and not in the same amount. Other stores like Best Buy have walked away from DVDs. There's a reason they do that. If it was profitable, they wouldn't be doing it. But it's not, because not that many people are actually buying DVDs. And I think that's what Redbox is facing here, is just not that many people are renting them anymore. We saw, I think it's Kroger recently, I saw reports that a lot of their stores shut down the Redbox machines recently. And now we're seeing a growing trend of just people not doing that. Now you can still get DVDs. Your public library is a great option. Highly recommend you check it out. But streaming is the big one. Unfortunately for Redbox, it doesn't seem like their streaming store has been able to put a big dent in the competition against places like Fandango and Amazon and Apple and other places where you can buy and rent movies and television shows. Now with that, they do have a very nice free ad-supported streaming service, though I don't think it's getting quite the same traction as like Crackle had, or Pluto TV, Tubi, and others. We'll see how this plays out. For now, Chapter 11, refinance their debt, try to stay going. Will they be able to pull that off? Time will tell. There's a lot more to the company than just Redbox, but Redbox has become definitely the biggest face of Chicken Soup for the Soul's media empire. Let me know, predictions. Do you think Redbox will still be renting out DVDs in a, year, 2 years, 3 years? Leave me a comment. Let me know. All right. There is a new over-the-air TV channel from ION that's now live in 90% of the United States. ION Plus, which has been a free streaming channel on things like the Roku channel and others, is now coming to free over-the-air TV. This is replacing existing channels in other markets. 90% of the United States will be covered starting today, July 1st. And with that, you'll be able to watch it free with an antenna. The channel has been available on Samsung TV Plus, the Roku channel, Vizio Watch Plus, LG, and Amazon Freevee. It's a collection of similar content to the main ION channel, but now other episodes, other shows now coming to free over there. Be interested to see how popular this is. It's already had a pretty decent following on these free platforms. It's a sign of streaming coming to traditional over-the-air television. We'll see how that plays out in the years to come. You can head over to the website to see if it's available in your market. You may need to rescan, but probably not. It should just be replacing a local channel. All right, let's keep moving along. Paramount, we talked about MeTV News going away. Paramount's wiped pretty much all of its content from its websites. If you go to ones like Comedy Central and try to watch clips of The Daily Show or South Park, for example, it's now going to be asking you to either log in with a cable provider or to go and subscribe to Paramount Plus. Paramount seems to be trying to push people to subscribe to Paramount Plus by making it harder to get free access to their shows. We'll keep a close eye on this, but it's very interesting to see how they've slowly moved backwards. For a while there was a huge collection of content for free on Paramount's website. Be interested to see if they do this on YouTube. You still see a lot of these clips put on their official YouTube account. Will they still do that as they try to push people to Paramount Plus? Be interested to see. But don't be surprised if you go to Paramount's different cable networks and you find, hey, there's really not a lot of content. Seems like a big giant ad now for Paramount Plus. You're not wrong in that. It really is. All right, Google TV. If you have a Google TV device, there's 10 new free channels. Streaming Better first spotted this, but they added 10 new channels to the free guide. Now, Google TV has over 100 channels on its device, most of them coming from places like Tubi and other partners. But now they're adding 10 new ones, including Film-Wise Westerns, IN Plus. We just talked about IN Plus there. Johnny Carson TV, Supermarket Sweeps, The Real Disaster Channel, World's Wildest Police, and more. Some of these channels, I think pretty much all those channels have been available on other services, but they're now integrated into the guide on Google TV as part of their lineup of free ad-supported content. Google TV trying to join the Roku channel and others and having their own free streaming service to generate ad revenue. All right, recently there's been a lot of new channels launching, including, I think, MeTV Tunes being the biggest one recently that YouTube TV doesn't have. And the other ones include MLB Network, the History Channel, and others that people really want. Did you know that YouTube TV has a website where you can submit requests to have your favorite network added? We have a link to it in the show notes in our story there. You can find out how to request a channel. Now, always remember, more channels you have, the higher the cost is for them, the more likely they raise your content. But if there's a channel you've really been wanting, check it out. Link in the show notes down below. Put it there. No guarantees it actually gets added, but you can let them know what you would like to have. All right, a Disney and Fox-backed streaming service has suddenly shut down because it's not profitable. I've been talking about this for a while. There are more streaming services in the United States than the market can support. There's just not enough ad dollars and streaming subscription dollars out there to support all these. While Caffeine, a sport originally launched as a Twitch competitor, later transformed into a sports streaming service with investments from Fox, Disney, and others, totaling almost $300 million in support, has shut down. On June 26th, it just updated its website to say, we're at the point where we're still not quite profitable, so we made the decision to end the service as of June 26th as we figure out our next steps. It's been a wild ride with quite a few achievements along the way, the Caffeine team posted on their website. Again, most streaming services are not profitable. Look for this to become more common in the weeks and months to come. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this because I do believe there's a lot of ways for streaming services to become profitable. Problem is sheer amount of competition. We've seen this for a long time. It's not new. Markets can only support so many particular stores. You know, you can only have so many grocery stores within a certain square mileage before you spread the customers too thin, and now there's not enough business for all of them, and somebody has to try to hope to outlive the competition before one of them shuts down and others survive. That goes for all kinds of businesses. You know, you can't have 6 McDonald's right next to each other, all serving similar items, and then think you have enough business for all of that. And I think that's what's happening in streaming. There's so many services out there doing things like this that there's just not enough business for all of them. How many of you even heard of Caffeine? Yes, they struck a partnership with Live Golf earlier this year to air some of their things, their events, but Live Golf also streamed their content in the CW on YouTube for free also. So it's like, why go to Caffeine if I already have YouTube installed on my device? I'll just go watch it there. Look for this to become a bigger trend. I've said it before, there are more streaming services than the market can support. I'll talk more about that in our Q&A today. All right. MeTV Tunes, speaking of which, has launched in 5 new markets. Remember when they launched, we told you that they had said that this is not a complete list. They're actively working at adding more markets. While MeTV Tunes went live last Friday in Houston, Miami, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Tampa, and Sacramento. Hope I said that right. MeTV Tunes is probably coming to more markets soon, but for now, that's the ones that they're live in. So if you don't have it, of course, it's on Philo and friendly to pay. The free streaming version of it, which is supposed to come to services like Pluto TV and Tubi, we don't know exactly which ones, but ones like that, does not have a launch date at this moment. Once we find out, we'll let you know. All right, let's dive into our question of the day. If you have a question for me, leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And you can start off in the comments on this video, just start off with something like a question for Luke, and I'll do my best to answer it here or in the comments. If I miss it, especially on weekends, sometimes I'm busier, leave me a comment again, or re-ask if I don't answer it. All right, what is the future of Fubo? This one's been coming up a lot. I wanted to address it. Fubo obviously has faced some hard times. They're still losing money, though they're closing that gap and becoming more profitable. They're still not profitable. Now they face new competition, and they just lost all the Warner Bros. Discovery content over a month ago. Definitely hurting, plus some RSNs that were dropped. So what's happening with the future? I think a lot of it depends on its lawsuit against Warner Bros. Discovery, Fox, and Disney to try to stop their venue sports. Fubo has long been pushed as the sports channel. Now, one thing that still helps them a lot is the fact that they have RSNs where this new service won't. RSNs, though, what's the future of Bally Sports? We don't know. They may not be here in a month, and if Bally Sports is not here in a month, that's kind of a big, big knock for Fubo. I think Fubo is kind of at the mercy of things out of its control right now. Ad revenue being down hurts it. It tried to do sports betting. That didn't quite work out to gain revenue. Now it's kind of waiting on a court to hopefully block or force Warner Bros. Discovery, Fox, and Disney to launch its own skinny sports bundle. The other thing that it's kind of out of control is the future of the lawsuit there with, or excuse me, the bankruptcy, I apologize, with Bally Sports. If Bally Sports goes under, one of the main reasons to subscribe to Fubo is the fact that it has Bally Sports, and not a lot of places do. We'll have to keep a close eye on this. I do mean it. There's a lot of weird things happening here that we have to keep very careful eye on. Because, like with many businesses, not everything's fully in your control. Fubo needs to become profitable. Without Warner Bros. Discovery content, it definitely does become difficult to attract new customers. If Fox, Disney, and Warner Bros. Discovery sports streaming service, Venue Sports, pulls customers away, again, another thing out of their control. And if Bally Sports shuts down, out of their control. Question is, without RSNs, or at least most of the largest ones, why subscribe to Fubo when it doesn't have Warner Bros. Discovery at a similar price point to others like YouTube TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, and more? I think Fubo is far from dead. I think the talk you see in social line about that, social media, is way overblown. I do think they're at a precarious point. I think they wouldn't be suing if it wasn't something that they're seriously worried about. So we'll keep a close eye on this. Give your predictions and what do you think the future of Fubo is? Leave me a comment, let me know. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.